Hey, Bhuvan. How are you?
Okay.
So we'll be talking about chapter 17 and 18 to finish out the discussion. So let's start with chapter 17.
All right. So, in this chapter, Arjuna asked. So he asked a good question in this chapter. So he says, "What is the situation of one who does not follow the principles of the scriptures, but worships according to their own imagination? Are they in goodness, passion, or ignorance?" So he's basically asking, what happens to people when they don't follow the rules of our scriptures, but follow their own imagination? If people worship in their own imagination, what guna would they be, or how would they be classified? So Shri Krishna, so basically, worshiping to your own imagination means worshiping not God, but imagining something that is not God, but you're imagining something that you can worship, such as yourself or I don't know, something else. So to answer this question, Shri Krishna says that those in the mode of goodness, which is Satogun, worships the gods, and those in the mode of passion worship the demons, and those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits. Also, in chapter 17, Shri Krishna talks about the types of food and sacrifice. So there are different types of food, and I'm just saying the description here is straight from the Bhagavad Gita. So Shri Krishna says that foods in the mode of goodness increase duration of life, purify one's existence, and give strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. Such nourishing foods are sweet, juicy, fattening, and palatable. Once again, this is all from the Bhagavad Gita. Foods that are too bitter, too sour, salty, pungent, dry, hot, liked by the people are liked by the people in the mode of passion. Such food cause pain, distress, and disease. And food that is cooked more than 3 hours before eating, which is tasteless, stale, and putrid, decomposed and unclean, is food liked by the people in the mode of ignorance. So what does this mean? So basically, food in the mode of goodness increases duration of life and basically purifies you. So what is an example of how this happened in real life? Well, there's someone he's a yogi in India. His name is Sadhguru. So he is a rishi known by a lot of people all over the world. And I'm sure all of you know someone named Gordon Ramsay, who's a very famous cook. And one of the things that he's really known for is cooking and eating lots of meat and stuff like that. So, yeah. So he's a meat person, not Gordon Ramsay. So anyway, he went to India to see what it was like to be vegetarian. So he took the challenge to go vegetarian for 2 days. And he wanted to see the benefits.
2 days.
2 days. I mean, yeah, that's not much. But anyway, so he went to the ashram in India, and in Sadhguru's ashram, there's like this huge kitchen with like hundreds of cooks there, and each day they cook lots and lots of vegetarian meals for everyone who comes there.
You mean in South? Thousands actually, thousands of meals.
Yes, thousands of meals every day. And when he saw that, and when Gordon Ramsay saw this, he was really shocked because of everyone was really calm, and they weren't frustrated or anything like that. So anyway, so he then asked Sadhguru what were the benefits of being vegetarian or not eating meat and stuff like that. So he says that the food that we eat affects our state of mind and how we act. So the food that we eat affects our state of mind. If we eat calm, cool, and nourishing foods such as fruits or vegetables, then we will act calm and cool. If we eat something spicy, then we will start to act like a crazy person because of how we react to the spice. And I'm not forcing anyone to become vegetarian. These are just the benefits from the Bhagavad Gita. So, I mean, this is quite true. I mean, like, why else do you think Gordon Ramsay shouts and like acts like walks around like a chicken in the kitchen or screams like a goat, like loud? It's because of what he eats.
Food is a really important thing for spiritual seekers. You know, and the reason why we, you said it nicely that we eat food depending on the job that we do. And if we're seeking spirituality, then you have to eat spiritual food. So if the Gita said not to eat stale food, why do we eat stale food?
So to answer this question, I mean, you have to think about when the Gita was written. So,
Oh my God.
think about it. The Gita was written thousands and thousands of years ago. When there was no form of electricity. So without electricity, you can't have any fridges because fridges run on electricity. So I guess it's different nowadays because we have a way of actually preserving our food, and like we even have a microwave to heat it up. So I guess it's like it's fresh or whatever. But I guess nowadays it wouldn't be as bad to eat stale food because we have a way of preserving it. But back then it would just be like stale and bad, and you couldn't eat it.
Yeah, definitely. It couldn't be preserved for sure. But let's try our best not to eat too stale food. So let's go to the last chapter, which is our last discussion today, chapter 18. And Krishna is very strong here again. What are your thoughts in chapter 18?
Okay, so in chapter 18 of the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asked, "O mighty armed one," he refers to Sri Krishna, "I wish to understand the purpose of renunciation and the renounced order of life." So what he's saying is, what is the difference between giving things up and to live a life of a sannyas? Just a little recap. Sannyas is living a life of no attachments whatsoever. They are free from the pair of opposites. So what is the difference between these two things? Shri Krishna says that to give up the results of all activities is called renunciation by the wise. The state is called renounced order of life by great learned men. To give up the results of all activities. Also, Shri Krishna talks about the caste system. And I feel like the caste system is really misunderstood by people today. So if you don't know what the caste system is, there are Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras. So Brahmins, they are born of their own nature, which means their personality does not change. And this is something to remember about the caste system. If your nature changes, then your caste changes. So anyway, they embrace the qualities of a Brahmin. So that's what makes them a Brahmin. They're very pure. Next are Kshatriyas. So they represent heroism, firmness, diligence, and generosity. The Vaishyas represent agriculture and trading, and the Sudras represent service. So another really important thing to remember about the caste system is that it does not put anyone down. It is nothing close to a hierarchy. It's nothing like that. It is just different people born in different lineages. So also, one can change to a different caste. Like I said earlier, no, I didn't say this, never mind. If someone is born a Brahmin but has the mind of a Kshatriya, they become a Kshatriya. So, yeah.
Okay, so this caste system that was it was actually created by Krishna and enforced by him as well. My question to you: how practical is the caste system in the day that we live in today?
Everyone goes through the caste system. So here's an example. We start by getting that first job, answering calls at the desk, But then you see the manager walking by, and you see, I want to be like them, because, they get to tell people what to do. And you become the manager. You still want to be, you want to be the CEO because the CEO tells everyone what to do. And once you become the CEO, you want to let all of that go, and you retire. So the caste system is basically self-evolution.
And it's important for us to understand that, and for young people to understand that, especially because Hinduism is attacked so much by the caste system that there's a hierarchy and the Brahmins are higher and all that. It's far, far from that. And I'm glad that young minds are actually embracing this discussion on Gita and especially in the caste system. Thank you very much, Bhuvan. Good job.